Cerebrospinal fluid, known as CSF, is a clear, colorless liquid that fills the ventricles and canals of the central nervous system and bathes its external surface. It is formed in three places: the subarachnoid space, the ependymal cell lining of the brain's ventricles, and the choroid plexuses. CSF is essentially filtered blood plasma from the brain's capillaries. The ependymal cells modify the filtrate so the CSF has more sodium and chloride than blood plasma, but less potassium, calcium, glucose, and protein. The CSF produced in the lateral ventricles flows into the third ventricle through a tiny hole called the interventricular foramen. From the third ventricle, it flows into the fourth ventricle by way of a tunnel carved through the midbrain called the cerebral aqueduct. A small hole in the fourth ventricle called the median aperture allows the CSF to flow into the subarachnoid space of the brain and spinal cord. Once in this space, the CSF can perform its functions, like giving the brain buoyancy within the cranial cavity so it neither sits on the floor or floats up to the roof, or protecting the brain from trauma, and providing chemical stability by removing metabolic waste. The CSF is constantly flowing and being renewed. In fact, special structures called arachnoid granulations that absorb CSF back into the blood plasma make room for fresh CSF that's constantly being produced.